everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So we're going to take a look at what's going on with your person, get some messages from them, kind of, what are they thinking and doing and what happened. So I've got 3 groups for you. These cards, I'm doing this intro after I've done the readings. I do like to do that. I think it helps you know what group to pick. So these cards came out of your reading. They are not all of your reading by any stretch, but they are some indicators to help you recognize if it sounds like your relationship or your person. Or if there's just something here that resonates with you, something in the picture or the title. So group 1, we have, it's card number 5, and it's waiting. And the message is, I would wait for you until the end of time. Group 2 is card 20, and it's contemplation. And your message is, you are smothering me. And group 3 is card 51, fatal event. And the message is, my love for you is my biggest secret. All right. If one of those resonates with you, go ahead and go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for that reading, and I will see you there. Thanks, y'all. Hey, group 1. All right, we're going to take a look at what's going on with your person, what they have to say to you, sort of where they're headed relationship-wise. So I've got some oracle cards and some tarot cards and some messages for you. Got a lot of things for us to look at. All right, we have card 48, the spring, and card 5, waiting. Let me move these where you can see them. Maybe you won't be able to see them. Sorry, I had to switch up my setup a little bit, so bear with me, but all right. Let's get some romance cards for you. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. It's interesting. All right. They want to pull one more of these I Ching cards, so let's get one more of these for you. And we have card 14, totality. All right, let's look at the tarot. We have King of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, another King of Wands. Interesting, because there's 2 in this deck, but they almost never come up together, but this one is upright. And 6 of Swords reversed. Get some more here. We have Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Pentacles. I'm gonna move my light so it's not on top of your cards here. Maybe I can't. Bear with me, y'all. Well, it is what it is. Sorry about that. And Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, give me just a second while I take these in, and I'll let you know what I see going on here. All right, what I'm hearing is, and this is, well, take it as it resonates for you, but I'm hearing they're waiting for you to come back. They're waiting for you to come back. So this may be a situation where you're separated and maybe you were the one that left, or not. But I do see that they're waiting for you and wanting you to come back. So let me talk about their energy a little bit. We've got the King of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed. This is it's a feeling of powerlessness, of not feeling like themselves, of not feeling like they have control of a situation at all. And sort of at the mercy of your decisions and whims and you know, what you want. And then your energy is the Two of Wands and the Six of Pentacles reversed. So you most definitely, at least, were in a situation of deciding what you want, having choices. And perhaps giving more than you were receiving, or vice versa. There's an imbalance here. There's a definite imbalance here in the relationship. If your person was feeling so powerless. But as we progress forward, they become the King of Wands upright. They regain their power and sort of blossom. And it's a very inspiring energy. Whereas your energy, you're very much focused on yourself. Improving yourself, working on yourself, healing yourself. It's an energy of transforming yourself into something better. And then we have the Six of Swords reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. They're having a hard time moving forward. They're still hanging on to the past. They're still hanging on to you. Like I said, what I heard very clearly is they're waiting for you. But you're not communicating with them. Or if you are, it's not information, it's not necessarily what they want to hear. All right, let's clarify some of these energies. All right. All right, Spirit, can you clarify these four columns for us, please? We have Queen of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Justice, and Eight of Cups. So early on, I don't know that I feel like this heart-to-heart connection. And they're pointing out this unrequited love card. I feel that your person was smitten with you and you weren't so sure. And so you may have been possibly like brutally honest with them about that, which is kind of maybe what sucked the fire out of them. And there may have been, with this Three of Pentacles, there may have been another person for you. And we see that here with the Two of Wands, having to make some decisions. I don't feel that you were very committed to this relationship, and yet their heart could not let go of you. And then we get into this energy that you may be experiencing now, if not, it'll come soon, where you're working on yourself. You might be not with anyone. I don't see that either way, but I don't see you splitting your energy anymore. You're working on yourself. And so have they. They've kind of regained their power, and you both are in a place of balance and of not judging the other, of not, deciding the other one is not worthy or that yourself isn't worthy. It is a very balanced energy. But where it's headed, take this as it resonates with you. They're having a hard time moving on. You're having a hard time communicating with them or communicating honestly. And there's this Eight of Cups energy says that it is time to move on from this energy, from this stagnant. That doesn't mean that you're moving away from each other, but it's away from this stagnation. What I'm hearing is that the two of you are going to meet up again in the future, in the near future probably. But you're going to meet up again, and it's going to be different. They're going to be a new person. You're going to be a new person. And you're going to be a new dynamic between you. And you may find at that time that that's when sparks fly. So just to go through these cards with you. So we have the Spring. And to me, this is your person giving their all to this this spring, this water. Water represents emotional happiness and fulfillment and love. And, they're standing on solid ground, on dry ground, and putting everything they have into these emotional waters. And so to me, it just shows kind of a dichotomy of where they are and where they are putting their energy. And then there's waiting. Like I said, I did hear that they were waiting for you. But then we have totality. And this is the sun shining and nurturing, bringing life to the situation. Having the situation come full circle. Like when a plant, in the winter it dies and the leaves, the flowers, they fall and they fertilize the ground. And the death of that actually provides nutrients for the plant's growth in the spring. And year over year, plants, that are nurtured, they end up getting healthier and bigger and even more beautiful. And that's kind of how I feel here. And then we have unrequited love, which I do feel your person, that's how they felt early on. And honeymoon. Which is an energy of, even though it's talking about, enjoying time together, I actually feel it's enjoying time apart. In other words, being apart from each other and letting that experience be what nurtures you. You're enjoying the bliss of this time. That's what they're showing me with that card. I know that's not what that card means, but that's what they're showing me. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And that really does point to this coming back together that I saw. All right, let's get some messages from your person. We have, I'm upset and I need some time to cool down. Hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. Don't give up on me yet. I'm scared to lose you. And I want to see you. We've got anger, guilt, don't go. A lot of emotions. And a lot of mixed emotions. And you know what? That's real. It's real to have those mixed emotions when a relationship is so unstable. All right, they have another card for you here. Gentle, I'm staying away from you because the last thing I want to do is hurt you. And yet they're still waiting for you, which is interesting. All right, let's get some other messages here. I get the feeling that they're staying away from you, not only to keep from hurting you, but to keep from hurting themselves. It hurts to be rejected. It hurts to not be openly loved in the same way that you love someone. And that's no one's fault. It's chemistry, right? And it's timing. But it does hurt. And so I feel they're staying away, but they're waiting and hoping that you will come to them. We have, I feel the same way. You are right. Do you even see me that way? And wrongful advice. They want you to feel the same way that they do. I get this deep, deep yearning for them. They want to hear you say, I feel the same way. But they're so unsure of it. Do you even see me that way? And then there's this separation, and it takes some time, but I do feel that the separation while at first have felt wrong to them, felt like a mistake, they did or do realize that this time apart was good. It was what they needed. And I feel it's what you needed as well. All right, let's get some other messages. I have so many regrets. I can't do this anymore. Why does everything have to be about sex? I feel like early on it was a lot of physical and not enough heart to heart, for sure. I don't know what I had until I lost you. You understand me better than anyone. I panicked and let my fears mess things up. And I know our paths will cross again. Okay. Got one other deck here for you. You loved me when I didn't love myself. They have a really deep admiration and respect for you. They know you're the one for them. They felt it when you were together, but being apart solidified it. Which is why they're saying, I didn't know what I had until I lost you. They knew, but they really knew when you separated. But a lot of fears, a lot of fears. Being apart from you helped them get back, like, steady on their 2 feet, is what I'm seeing. They were so out of balance. Like, so emotionally tugged in one direction that they couldn't, metaphorically, they couldn't stand up straight. And so they kept tumbling, falling, and hurting and making mistakes. You built me up and broke me down. I'm not a bad person. I'm just broken. You are the only one who gets me. I would wait for you until the end of time. Again, that waiting. They really are. Like, their heart is waiting for you. I promise I will never leave you again. Well, that's all I have. It's a tricky situation that you're in. But I hope you find some direction and some peace here. And, let me know if you end up reaching out and talking. And, I always love a good, feel-good, get back together story. So either way, good luck to you. I hope this helped, and thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, group 2. All right, we're going to take a look at what's going on with your person. Get some messages, get a feel for where they are, what's going on in their head right now. I've got oracle cards for you, I've got tarot cards, and I've got message cards. I've got lots of options here to get as good of a picture of what's going on as we can. All right, we have card 20, Contemplation. I'm sorry if you can't really see that. Card 37, Family. And card 17, Looking at One Another. Get some romance cards for you. Sorry, slightly different setup today, but I'll be back to my normal setup soon. We have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right, let's look at the tarot now. We have 6 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Cups, 3 of Wands reversed, and 7 of Wands reversed. Let me get a few more here. I need to make a little room. Sorry, y'all. Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right, give me just a second while I take these in and get some initial messages for you. All right. I feel like early on, the two of you were not on the same page. One was more giving than the other. And I feel like you hadn't made up your mind yet about this situation. Interesting, this card came up in the same position in group 1. What I'm hearing is there's a little bit of a lack of interest. Not because you didn't like them, but because you weren't sure. And you didn't want to give up your independence too soon to someone who might not be the one. But then you started to come around, then you become the Knight of Cups. And you can see in the picture, this knight, she's playing the strings of her heart. So you're wearing your heart on your sleeve a little bit and opening up, just like this lotus flower. And you really made the decision. But then the tables were a little bit turned here. They were a little bit more focused on the fact that whatever happened earlier, there were some misunderstandings, there was miscommunication. Your lack of interest early on affected them. And so they're having a hard time focusing on the good. They're focused more on what happened, where you were versus where you are. And we're going to go a little deeper. I'm going to pull some more cards on these, but that's what I'm seeing. And then we move into this Three of Wands reversed over the Three of Cups. And I feel, hold on. All right, what I'm getting is that the two of you are separated in this energy. Either physically separated, not together as a couple, or even if you are together as a couple, but there's such a wall between you that you're kind of living separate lives. But you've embraced this lifestyle. You have found friends. You have found some happiness. You've found your way. You're not letting it get you down. But they're feeling pretty lost. Like they've waited for their ship to come in. They've waited for their soulmate. They may have thought it was you. But now they're not so sure, because what I'm hearing is, how could a soulmate treat me like this? So there's that. Sorry, not my message. That was theirs. That came to me. Interesting. But then we move into this Knight of Pentacles reversed and this Seven of Wands reversed. It's an interesting energy. You seem to be at a bit of a standstill as far as love is concerned. Not moving forward, not moving backward. Kind of just waiting. And they're a little bit out of sorts. Where at one time they would have fought for love, they feel like they're tired of fighting. I don't actually see them doing a lot of fighting here, though, to be real. But, perception is reality with everyone. So, and of course there's more going on than what I'm seeing, of course. But their impression is that they fought for this relationship, and they're tired of fighting. Interesting. All right, let's get some clarity. Spirit, can you give us some clarity on each of these four energies, please? Thank you. Yeah, what I'm hearing is they're tired of waiting. And they don't want to fight anymore. They want it to be easier. Some people think that soulmate energy, love, it has to be easy for it to be real. It's absolutely not true. It's the challenges that either cement the bond or tear a bond apart. But anybody can be in love when it's easy. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Chariot. Interesting. So this energy of, this imbalanced energy with you guys early on, a lot of it really affected your person. They did a lot of overthinking. They wanted to know how you felt and they didn't know. It's like they wanted to give, like they wanted to give their heart to you, and there was some pushback because you weren't sure. But then again, as you came around, that's when they started to let go. What I'm hearing is that they were just feeling kind of bitter about how it went earlier, and they just couldn't get past that. And so you continue to live your life, as one should. I still feel them kind of stewing in this energy of what could have been. But unable to pick up the pieces, unable to find that balance within themselves. Remember I was talking about how they were so imbalanced they couldn't stand straight? I think that was your reading. Maybe it was a different reading. But I feel it here too. It's this rocky energy. There's very much a bitter energy here that your person needs to recover from. And then we've got, your person kind of not wanting to fight anymore. And you sort of standing still, but it's interesting that it's clarified by the Chariot. I'm going to pull another card on that. Because the Chariot is saying one of you or both of you are moving toward each other. What else can you tell us about that, Spirit? Six of Cups. Yeah, you will find your way back to each other. Sooner rather than later, actually. It's like as they stop fighting this situation, it's like their heart opens back up. And as you stand still, it gives them a chance to catch up with you. And with the Six of Cups, I see them coming back around and apologizing and accepting their part in all of this. Like asking for your forgiveness, asking for you to give them a second chance. So let's look at these other cards and then we'll get into messages. So it starts out with contemplation, which fits right in with this early energy of you not really being sure what you want. And then we have family. Your person very much had a picture in their mind's eye of what a perfect relationship should look like. And when they didn't get everything they wanted, it was disappointing to them. Even though you were giving them your heart, it didn't feel like enough. And then we have looking at one another. And that's really the two of you taking the time to see each other and see the situation for what it really is. Not from a place of what you, and this is more for them than you, I think, but not from a place of what could have been, what should have been, what, should have happened, but being more present and seeing each other for who you really and truly are. So your person was very much calling in you, calling in a soulmate, and they thought they found it in you. But things didn't turn out the way they wanted. And, this message is saying, look, your soulmate may be different from your expectations. And that doesn't have to mean that they aren't your soulmate. And then we have love yourself first. They need to get to a point where they're stable within themselves, where they're not bitter, where they're not judging the situation. And a lot of that judgment is really, it's them projecting, they know they made mistakes. They know they turned their back on you when you opened your heart to them. So it's a little bit of a projection when they try to, in their own mind, make it feel like you rejected them. And early on there was a little bit of that. But once they stop fighting it, they start to see you for who you really are. And they start to, they start to love themselves and respect themselves more, which in turn helps them to respect and love you more. A lot of this is bitterness with it's their own insecurity and projection. It really is. So don't be too offended by how they're feeling. It's really very much like a self-defense, because they know that they're the one that really, they rejected you. All right, let's get some messages for you. We have something or someone is standing in between us right now. I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want. Yes. And I feel like an idiot for the choices I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. They definitely felt like there was a wall between you. And there is. There's a clear line of delineation here between you. And I do think you both needed space apart. The yes is them coming back around with the Six of Cups energy. And it's them recognizing the mistakes that they've made. I want to give you one more from this deck. And I'm going going to come sweep you away. Yeah, it's already in their head to do it. All right, got some other messages here for you. If I follow you, I could lose everything. They were for sure worried that, that you touched on their vulnerability early on, and that immediately put a wall up, unfortunately, that you haven't been able to penetrate yet. No one has. Okay, let's get a couple more. Yeah and nah. A lot of indecision. Yes, no, yes, no. And you are so very special. They think about you all the time. They just struggle with it. One more card from this deck, and then I've got some messages for you. Some channeled messages. Gossip only hurts more. They, in their, behind their wall of vulnerability, they're worried that you are, you're out here with your friends, you're enjoying your life, and they're imagining the worst. They're imagining that you're kind of shit-talking them, talking bad about them, talking bad about this situation, the relationship. It's all in their head. I mean, maybe it's happening. I don't know. You know that, but they don't know for sure. They're imagining it. They're definitely an overthinker, for sure. Let's get some channel messages for you. I need time alone right now. I knew I loved you the minute we met. Yeah, I do feel like they did. You are the only one who has ever truly listened to me. And I know you've been hurt, but you project your toxic past on me. That's them actually projecting what they're doing onto you. I clearly see what they're doing. I don't see you doing that, but in our own efforts of like survival and self-defense, it's like we take those wounds, we take those things that we know we're doing but don't want to admit to, and we blame the other person. They're so focused on this old rejection, which I feel was minor compared to how they rejected you. They're really having a tough time getting past it. Okay, let's get another one. Why do you overcomplicate things? Funny coming from them. It's just my take on their energy, Got a little different deck here. I wake with you on my mind and think of you every night before I go to sleep. You are smothering me. I feel like that was their energy with you. I feel like they actually probably maybe were smothering you a little bit early on. And this may have even been something you said to them, or they just felt it from you. And so it's something that sort of rattles in their brain over and over. I'm learning to become the person you deserve. My life was a mess, but you never judged me. Yeah, they have a lot of respect for you. They just have a lot of bitterness in general too. They want to give you another one. I feel like a fool. Yeah, we saw that there too. They're coming around. They're starting to realize their mistakes. Realize where they went wrong. And I would expect to hear from them sooner rather than later. What you do with that is up to you. But I would expect that they will be different when they come around. So, you may want to hear them out. See what they have to say at least. Oh, just lost my light. Anyway, that's all I've got for you, y'all. So thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, we're going to take a look at your person. What's going on with them? What are they thinking? What do they want to tell you? Oh, I've got some oracle cards here. We'll look at some tarot. And I've got message cards. I've got a lot of different things here for you today. I've card 51, Fatal Event. Card 57, Wind. Card 62, Identifications. All right, let's get some romance cards for you. Slightly different setup here today, so bear with me if you can't see all the cards. I'll be back to my normal setup soon. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay. Move these up. Make room for your tarot. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, and Seven of Cups reversed. Get some more cards here. King of Wands reversed, the Fool, the Emperor reversed, and Six of Wands reversed. Interesting. All right, give me just a second while I take these in and I'll tell you what's going on here. All right. what I'm hearing is, at least early on, hold on, I want to make sure I have that message right before I say it. Okay, all right. They're saying early on, there was a choice to, either you or they, or maybe both of you, made a choice to be with each other. Meaning you may have been with someone else. You may have both been with someone else at the time. Either casually or not, or more seriously. But there was this conscious decision to be with each other. And once you made that decision, things, blossomed, and it was beautiful. So I'm going to show you what I'm seeing here as well as hearing. We have the Ace of Swords. That is, and it works very well with this clearly decide what you want. This Ace of Swords is making the decision. Making up, your person was made up their mind, this is what they wanted. King of Wands reverse is no longer wanting to, what I'm hearing is no longer wanting to be a part of a bigger situation and narrowing it down to one person. So you may have been dating around, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there was this conscious decision, or maybe you were just keeping your options open, but there was this conscious decision to choose each other. And your person gave you their heart. This Ace of Cups is, giving you their love. And with this Fool card, you accepted it. You jumped in with both feet. But then things went awry a little bit. Your person has the Page of Wands energy, and you have the Emperor in reverse. Now keep in mind, feel free to swap these energies if they make more sense the other way. So here you are, not wanting to control the situation. Giving in and taking a chance with your person. But it's with this Page of Wands, it's like your person had a little bit of a wandering eye. Don't shoot the messenger. But that's what I'm hearing, and that's what I'm seeing in this card. And you can see it with the way he's like looking through that magnifying glass. Your person had a little bit of a wandering eye. And you may have decided to cut some strings at that time. If you notice this Emperor, he's holding onto the strings of the people below him. But in reverse, like what I'm seeing is a pair of scissors cutting through those cords. Heading into the future, we have the Seven of Cups reversed over the Six of Wands reversed. Whatever happened here with your person in the wandering eye, and however far they took that, they come back around to a sense of knowing what they want. And no longer looking around for other options to make sure, kind of thing. but you're feeling a little bit less than successful in this situation. And we're going to see why. I'm going to pull some more cards. Spirit, can you clarify these 4 columns for us, please? What they're telling me with this 6 of Wands reverse is it's like an energy of not wanting to give in. Like not wanting them to be, like they come back around, they say they choose you, but you are hesitant to go there. Truly. We have 5 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands reversed, and 7 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So, with early on, the 2 of you choosing each other, I do feel like one or both of you walked away from someone else. And it was probably your person, but also could have been you. There's another separation happening at this time that is not the 2 of you. As the 2 of you come together, there's another separation happening over here. But you make the decision and you come together and you are vulnerable and open up to each other and take a chance and give each other the love. There's still some instability here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of affection. I'm hearing there's a lot of physical romance. A lot of saying and doing the right things, but not quite the commitment that maybe you thought was there or wanted, because your person, quickly moves back to a place of looking elsewhere. Please don't shoot the messenger again. I'm just telling you what I see. So you cut the strings, and that's this 10 of Wands in reverse, this burden of trying to keep a relationship together that is inherently unstable, at least at this time. You put the burden down and you let go. But then we have this 7 of Cups and 6 of Wands, both reversed. They come back around. That's what I'm seeing. They make a choice to come back around, but you're not quite having it. You're not quite having it. You're fighting your person off in a way. I mean, obviously it's, you have free will. You can do what you want and you will, and this will resonate differently for other people. And over time, who knows what comes next after that, right? Like, I don't have that answer. But in this particular moment, you're not quite ready to give in to them. So let's look at these other cards. So we have fatal event. There's this split down the middle, and that's the split I see, this split that happens with someone else as the 2 of you come together. And it's a conscious decision, but I feel like there's still some underlying tremors that were not healed. So, it feels a little bit like an earthquake. If you look at this, the lines, it feels a little bit like an earthquake, like there's a fault line there. You make this decision to come together, but there's still some instability. And then we have wind. And what I'm seeing is we've got we've got love in a box that doesn't want to be in a box, but it's there. But how long can it stay there? If that makes sense. And then we have identifications. You know, I see what I see with this card, and I read these cards really, you know, mostly intuitively, are two people who are separated, but there are still some ties there, and there's still some love there. Then we have this very soon card, clearly decide what you want. So early on, it may have happened quickly, that the two of you just came together and made that decision, for sure. And then free yourself. There came a point when you did just that. You cut the strings, you put the burden down. Finances and career. I do feel like your focus has moved on to other things. And you're wanting something a little more stable, a little more secure, a little more grounded. All right, let's get some messages for you. Sorry, please accept my apology so we can move past this. Worry. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? Nervous. You make me lose my cool and I just don't know how to act in your presence. Energy. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. Yeah, there's some unstable energy for sure between the two of you. And I think it stems from this original encounter. And maybe something that happened was something that maybe, like on a deep level, never quite sat right with you or with them. You know, maybe there was a breakup that happened so that the two of you could be together or something like that. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like someone else's pain became your happiness, but like there's this underlying like guilt and worry that it kept things from being as stable as they could have been under a different situation. All right, let's get some other messages. I miss you, do you? I think we should see other people. Interesting. What do you want? And you are so beautiful. Why do you need me? There may be some insecurity in your person, which is why they're always like this wandering eye is a thing. When you don't quite believe that someone could possibly love you, you always keep your options a little bit open, you know, so once they reject you, you can move on. Or before they can reject you, you can move on. But they do miss you. And I do feel love there. I just don't know that it's stable love. All right, they want to give you another card from this deck. Yeah. Time to ground yourself. Didn't we just say that? Yeah, for sure. Time to ground yourself. All right, I got some channeled messages here for you. I'm healing. And my love for you is my biggest secret. Yeah, they may even be with someone else now, but still pining for you. Or certainly early on, they were falling for you while they were with someone else. That's also in the energy there. My world is being shaken up. It's hard for me to express my feelings. Yeah, they may have had a hard time. I do feel there's some insecurity. There's some reticence there. It's like an inability to show who they really are and really and truly be vulnerable. They started to do it here, but it's almost like it was too much too soon. Yeah. You are so much better than me. I don't deserve you. There we go. It's just what I was saying. I daydream of our future together. All right, got a little bit different deck here. Some more messages. You can trust me. I miss our shenanigans. They do want you to trust them. You got to go with your gut there. I push people away when they get too close. Yeah, that's what we were seeing. You know, just when things started getting good, like they pulled away. I hate being away from you. They don't do it because they don't like you. They do it, it's out of fear and insecurity. And I have so many regrets. Yeah, like that I see too. And they're going to come back around. But it's up to you what you do with that. All right, they have another one for you here. I miss you. All right, that's where we end, y'all. It's the last message I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Hope it gave you what you needed. Be curious to see how this plays out. Feel free to leave me a comment. But thanks for being here, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.